Yeah, welcome to today's trade ideas and signal. Market is always evolving. It's either you evolve with it or you die along the way, or you move out of the trading scene entirely. So we are witnessing a lot of changes around the world, and for some reasons we have this level, and we are anticipating it to break above and to continue to move in the upside based on what price is doing here. So, but we've been able to capitalize on all these levels, and yesterday we were able to take some trades that at least at the end of the day, it's give us a very good risk reward ratio. It's even deliver up to 1 to 5. But based on the fact that we are playing numbers game, we don't care about how far the market move. We just care about how often uh we can have our risk reward ratio being materialized. So now, without wasting time, yesterday we pick a trade from this level, and the trader has been here since last week Thursday, and I dropped it in the video on Thursday. So, and yesterday, within minutes, in fact, it takes the trade 1 minute to take it to our price objective, and it even take out this high. Let's assume we take it from this high, I mean from this low to this high, would have easily within 1 minute it's deliver 1 to 3. So today, moving forward, we will be adjusting our 3.0 to 3.1 now, because there are some things that I remove out of the strategy, in the sense that I explained to us the other time that we are trading institutional and classical structure. And what differentiates institutional structure from classical structure is manipulation, which is taking of liquidity and generating internal liquidity and taking it before taking external liquidity. But structure just move, we have up and down, which is uh, low, we have higher high, we have higher low here, which is a proper mitigation of this level we are coming from, and higher high, another higher low, higher high, higher low, then we have higher high. But having this type of something in the market is an indication that price is moving in an uptrend direction. Now, within this particular level that we are looking for that we are looking for proper mitigation of this level for it to continue into the highs, we are anticipating some kind of internal liquidity and taking internal liquidity generation and being taken before we move to the upside of the market. Now, this is what we are anticipating on lower time frame. But most times, we now see that even this internal liquidity generation and everything doesn't used to take place again. It takes place, but it's not as clean as this. So it comes with a lot of manipulation, and if care is not taken, you'll be taken out of the market. So now, one thing that I do often is I journal all my trades. I try to see, and I follow through on my risk reward ratio. I'm playing numbers game, and I try to follow through with the number of games I take, the number of wins, the number of losses. But the number of losses in the something, if we are playing numbers game, our target and major objective for trading is achieving 3. Before it was 2 when we were trading 1 to 5, but now when we are using 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, we just only need to win 3 out of 10. And winning 3 out of 10, we still have what is it called? We still have 20% gain, 20% increase profit on our accounts if we stick to that properly. Now, thing I've observed is since January till now that we introduced 3.0, we've taken 40 trades in total, and we've won 12, and we still have 2 on the line that are still running in profit. So which means if those two should come in and we should win them, then automatically we have 14 wins out of 14. But if it doesn't, then we are already in profit for the year. So we already have at least, let's say, like 60% increase on our something, because we have 20% on each of the something. So if we are dealing with 10, then automatically we have a very massive gain. We are in profit already for the year. So we are more than 20%. We are more than 20% because we've traded a lot of something. Now, looking back, trying to study what is causing that massive losses after we've won massively, what is causing the something. And I discovered the fact that, okay, we introduced 15 minutes entry with 4 hour candle closure confirmation. But one thing I observed last week is, even though it saved us from some losses, and yet it saves us from some losses. That's one. And at the same time, still doesn't guarantee the fact that, okay, maybe I mean, it doesn't guarantee the fact that the price, I mean, the what is it called, is going to matter, the trade is still going to materialize. So it just save us from some losses. It's not a guarantee whether the price. So now, looking at this something, even though were able to secure ourselves, I mean, get away from some what is it called, some uh some losses, we still doesn't shield us. So it's a confirmation, but the confirmation is not confirming that much. It's not a valid confirmation. So one thing I've noticed is lower time frame is what is exposing us to greater risk greater risk and greater losses. So lower time frame is something. And what we trade is institutional structure and classical structure. So if we are combining these two together and we want to, because personally giving traded and signals daily that does not provide the layer of trading on lower time frame, because if we are trading on lower time frame and combining it with work, that means we still have to continue to sit down with the system, always trying to look for something. And the more you trade, the more you lose, because there are a lot of things. And one thing I've observed about the market is um it is structure. Everything is structure. And don't try to pick one structure out of another structure. Market is linked, is coming from monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour to 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. The structure align with one another. So even if something is happening on 5 minutes, you trace it back to, so you cannot just singularly pick a structure. Even those that trade session and everything, if you did not align with structure, with what is doing on monthly down to the very day you are on, you will still you will commit error, and and if we don't have the layer of sitting with system always like that, there's a way we can just try to adjust our trading in a manner that is going to give us some kind of profitability and reduce our losses. And for that reason, we're introducing 3.5, which means we are removing lower time frame trades. So we're going to strictly stick from now on. We are starting another journey of numbers game with our with 4 hour institutional and classical structure. So we'll be picking it from monthly, weekly, and daily to 4 hour, trying to see what we can capitalize on per day. And with the way market is moving these days, lower time frame delivery has changed. Even if you ask AI, you will see that it has changed for some certain reason. There are a lot of things that are happening around the world, and there are updates. So lower time frame delivery, price delivery has changed from the way we know it to be. So we have to just evolve with it, or or find a way of making something. So for us to be able to do what, for us to be able to move clearly and move aggressively in the market, we just have to stick with our aggressive mode of entry alone. So this is an aggressive entry for us. Okay, then this is conservative entry for us. This is conservative entry on 15 minutes. This is aggressive entry. But one thing we see is this aggressive entry do materialize in a way that we just, most times we need this level, this conservative, to just create a kind of buffer for us to kind of like mm, uh give us some confirmation that this trade, but most times aggressive just deliver the price and move as fast as possible. So instead of waiting for conservative and still losing more on try to read the way candle is moving with our, so 3.0 has to do with okay, aggressive entry and conservative entry. We just have to kind of look for point of interest that we can capitalize on, try to flow with the market where reversal pointer and other stuff, and try to look for breaker block on lower time frame with conservative entry to bank have another banker in the market. So doing that is not something it is good, but nonetheless the delivery and what we are trying to do, the reason why we are trying to do all these things is for us to be able to kind of like you know when you are trading and you are using your strategy, you see, you monitor it, you know the number of losses, you know the number of wins, you see. And most times the wins that we have 4 hours generate more or almost 70% of that something. So if we reduce the lower time frame, then automatically what makes us to lose more, even though there are wins on lower time frame, but if we reduce it on higher time frame, if we stick to one 4 hour and higher time frame, we will be able to still be able to capitalize on those ones that win and still be able to shield ourselves away from massive losses. So if we see the losses that we have on lower time frame compared to what we win on lower time frame, we will see that the losses stay out way the wins. So if we remove it, stick with our 4 hour and try to see, we are experimenting always. That's what we are doing. We are just speculating and we continue to speculate. There is nothing real. There is anything can happen in this market. So we continue to speculate. Now, our major speculation, we stick with 4 hour alone. We try and play our numbers game of 4 hour to higher time frame. Then we try and see how many winning ratio we are able to get. So that being said, we will continue. We now try to do our fresh analysis and try to see what we can capitalize on. So let's try to see where what we can capitalize on today now. And moving forward from there, we just here we are on monthly. Let's see monthly. As you can see, we have, like I've said in a previous video, we have the liquidity below this low has been taken, but that doesn't still mean that price might not still come down. We still have 7 days, 12 hours left for this candle to close. So if we have a closure below this low, then automatically we know that we have a break of this structure and price will continue to come down. But on weekly, we already have a close below this low, and we are only trading between this internal structure. So which means the monthly might be trying to create an internal structure from this level, so we can have price still coming down to close below this somewhere around this level on before this month runs out. Then we might be creating an internal structure or monthly. But now the level of invalidation for this level for us to stop looking for sell is this particular level here, which we can still term our strong eye. Can still term it our strong eye, and this internal structure on weekly is what is still holding and sending price. But as you can see, we see price close between the something, then from within this level anything can happen, and that internal structure happens to be the uh other block on what is it called, on daily. And if we look at another something, we will see it clearly there that this is the level that we are talking about here, because I'm using forex.com. That's the reason why price delivery here, there was a gap. So we have this level now. We have this level on daily, and as you can see the way price reacted from this level, this is a strong guy for us, and the break of this strong guy will determine whether price will continue to go up or be resisted. And So maybe this internal structure within this internal structure is going will be able to present price lower. So whichever way, we have this level here and we are reacting from the level. And if we look closely on daily, we will see that we have this major MSS in place. It's a major market structure shift. And what we'll be anticipating is for price, it closes above this high, this level here. But if we look at it, if we check it on everything here will be clear on something. But mind you, is the level we are anticipating for price to close above for us to continue to look for buy, or price can continue from this level to send price lower in the market. So, but with what we are experiencing here, we have a massive rejection from this block to this block. And if for adventure, this block here is able to send price, this particular leg is able to send price. This is another block in the market. It's able to send price up, is okay. And send price might continue to do what? To move into the highs. We have mind you, we have this level being closed above. This is an inside bar, and we would have easily used it to do what? To be a determinant of whether price is going to continue up or down, but it doesn't have anything be aside this particular candle that we have here. So this inside bar doesn't have that much of a say. So then let's assume the candle that prints after this inside bar closed above this high now. It should have been something, but let's look at our minor structure now from daily. I mean from 4 hour. We've passed our 15 minutes something now. So we have this break of structure. I mean liquidity below this low is taken inside from within this level, and we have this other block moving forward. But if we are to look closely and try to see what price is doing on this time frame now, we see from within this level that we've already created a shift. There's a major shift here. So that's major MSS in the market. And from this level, we have the break of structure. And mind you, don't let us just waste time. We continue from here. This is a massive order block that aligned with something and price reacted. So we witness price moving from this level into the highs, and using normal structure and everything, we'll be anticipating this happens to be our strong low now moving forward, where we are expecting price to protect, and here to be our weak high, where liquidity is supposed to be taken and which was eventually taken. So our network is misbehaving. So we have this to be our weak high, which we are expecting. Now, for us to move forward from here and continue to look for what is it called? To continue to look for buy, we have to kind of be expecting price to break above this high. But what are we experiencing? We are seeing the fact that price did not break above. So it's just weak through this level and take the highs without breaking above it. And as you can see, for more than how many hours, the price almost this is almost 20 hours within this level, price did not break above it. So which is an indication that even the price, the order that we kind of I tried to put another here yesterday, this particular level. I tried to because I'm thinking we are supposed to be able to buy from within this level. So the order I put here, I've taken it out for the fact that did not close above the high. So what are we saying from this particular level? If we are to zoom in and try to see what is happening from within that level, here happens to be our weak high, and here our weak, our strong low. So we witnessed this level not being closed above. And for the fact that we did not close above that level, then it's an indication that okay, price is trying to reverse. Then from this level here, we are witnessing another something. And this particular leg, if we are to kind of turn it into something, we would have be able to see that okay, this particular leg take out this liquidity, and will be anticipating the closure. Let's try to make it a line chart so that at least we'll be able to see. So we take this level as our the liquidity point that was taken out, and here is going to be our break of structure, which is which we can tap flip. So if we go back to candle, we try and see that this particular leg, this one that closed above this level, was the one that take the liquidity out. But even though these two candles happens to be, this one is an inside bar to this one, so they are working together. Then we this flip, we can just be anticipating the flip to be below this level. So where we'll be anticipating is this particular candle being closed below. So once it's closed below, then we can now term this particular leg to be our structure shift in the market, which will be our major minor MSS for that matter, because we'll be using 4 hours as our minor something. So then another indication that would have indicated maybe we are going up or down is this particular level. Maybe had even this particular candle closed above this level, then we would have been able to say that price it might continue to move into the high. But for the reason why we did not close above this something, then that fact make this one to be major turtle soup. So that's a total soup for us, which is liquidity above this high being purged. Then we are expecting this level to be close below. Whenever make this level to be close below, or if peradventure price go above this level and closed above it as well, price might react from this level, continue to go into the closed above it. You know, this is an anticipated major shift, and we are yet. It is we this place is placing is put there in anticipation that price might come to close below this low. So the next level, the next something that I'll be anticipating to take trade is until 145. So we might come back around 145 to 2. So the candle closure around 2 o'clock in the afternoon will determine where we'll be placing our trade. So if for adventure price go ahead close above this high, this whole range becomes our buying support level. So it's going to be our other block level, support level that will be supporting price and preventing price from going down. And if for adventure price close below this low, and continue to move downward, then the major flip that we have here would be from this flip from this low to this high to be our selling point. But until 2 o'clock, that we're going to determine that. So that'll be all at least for now, because as it stands, there is no trade for us except from what we have from this level and from this level. So whichever way price play out, 2 o'clock, we might come back to try and see what we can capitalize on. So that'll be all at least for now. Thank you. Have a lovely and a profitable day. God bless us all. Amen.